We all woke up this morning to the sun shining, the birds chirping, everything was just gonna be a normal Wednesday, everything was cool. And then all of a sudden, bam, we get a million articles here shoved in our face saying 89 million Steam accounts just got leaked. Change your literally, all of them say the same thing. Change your password now. Even more articles here. Time to change your Steam password. Data from over 89 million accounts has reportedly leaked to the dark web. Oh my god, what is going on? Just like that, everything turned to panic mode. Everybody thought that, hackers were gonna get into your Oblivion game and just delete all of your items and kill all of your allies. They were gonna log into your Sims profile and set your house on fire. Oh my god, everything is just a mess. Now, it looks like this originally came from this LinkedIn post 4 days ago. I don't know why this was just today blowing up, but essentially they said that today a threat actor posted on a well-known dark web forum claiming to have breached Steam, offering a data set of over 89 million user records for $5,000 US. Yeah, for 5K, all of a sudden you can have 89 million Steam accounts. I know I've seen reports that there are over 1 billion Steam accounts, so yeah, just like that, for 5K, you could have access to 10% basically of all Steam accounts. It's crazy. Well, it turns out Steam has actually issued a response to this. This was about 4 hours ago today, and it turns out there is no need to panic. Now, it does sound like there was a leak, so maybe there was actually a post on the dark web. I mean, there was actually a leak, Steam says, but the leak itself was extremely minor, and in fact, it's not having anything to do with the actual Steam system, but rather a leak of text messages that really don't matter in terms of Steam security. So the post by Valve just a few hours ago says you may have seen reports of leaks of older text messages that had previously been sent to Steam customers. We have examined the leak sample and have determined this was not a breach of Steam systems. And they say they are still digging into the source of the leak, but they elaborate on these text messages by saying the leak consisted of older text messages that included one-time codes that were only valid for 15-minute time frames and the phone numbers that they were sent to. The leaked data did not associate the phone numbers with a Steam account or password information or payment information or other personal data. Old text messages cannot be used to breach the security of your Steam account, and whenever a code is used to change your Steam email or password using SMS, you will receive a confirmation via email or Steam secure messages. Yeah, so essentially these were leaks of like two-factor authentication text messages from Steam. Basically, that you get when you're like changing your password or something like that. And yeah, these codes that were sent through text, they're only good for 15 minutes. After that, they are completely worthless. So it says you do not need to change your passwords or phone numbers as a result of this event. But then they do go on to give some very good security info. And I do want to emphasize this. It is probably a good idea, if you haven't already, to follow that link that they actually post right there and actually set up a two-factor authentication through something more than just text messages. Steam actually does it through the app. I literally just downloaded it now, and it works very easy. But yeah, these apps, I have heard from multiple sources anyway, they are way more secure than text messages, and this is kind of a good example of that. Again, these leaks are from old text messages. They're not like, ongoing leaks of text that are sent out as they happen, so they are good for 15 minutes. But still, it does show that hackers can gain access kind of easily to text messages, whereas doing 2FA stuff through apps is way more secure. So yeah, if you do have a Steam account, I would, just as a side note, as a lesson here, I would actually do that through the app itself if you haven't already. But yeah, overall, thankfully, this was a huge nothing burger. It is funny because this wasn't like a complete hoax. There was actually a leak here. It just turns out it really wasn't all that important. Nobody has to go into panic mode.